Hello, Soul Family. Welcome to another episode of Angelic Healing Express with Grace on a Journey. To my surprise, I was called again to offer another reading. And the best part of this experience is the title I got to create. I'm pretty fond of the title. I find it humorous a little. And I'm just going to dive in because I'm going to make this as brief as possible because I got some things to take care of. And I deserve it all. Now, today's title is called Hamster Wheel Sight. I was going to say season, but why did I say cycle? That's what I was supposed to say hamster wheel season. I see it. I'm looking at it. But what came out was hamster wheel cycle. Well, we'll go with that. Hamster wheel cycle. I'm sure there's a reason we're being guided to go with that title. Now, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Because it's a cycle that you're repeating over and over. Now, the reason why I was inspired to go with this title is because of some meditation I did before I reconnected with you. And I was reviewing some things, the lessons that were learned, and again, trying to absorb the bigger picture that assists you on your healing journey. So reviewing the bigger picture is very healthy to do. So in reviewing the bigger picture, what came to my attention is, although many of you were targets, I'm hearing many of us were targets in regards to spell work and a multitude, but then I'm hearing toad. Yeah, there were some toads and frogs in the milieu of those that were attacking you. That needed your kisses. To be the prince, the king, royalty. I love the interjection I'm receiving today as I'm sharing with you. I'm channeling, but I am getting even bonus points when it comes to deliberating this message, because I can definitely sense, and I heard a confirmation, I can definitely sense that I am among many, that I am surrounded by the presence of angels and They are helping and assisting me and delivering with me. And I am so honored to be in such a communion. My heart feels embraced, and I feel good. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the whiff of energy. Thank you for the words of inspiration and the strength that you give me by way of motivation. Thank you for our team. I want to bring to your awareness the message I'm receiving right now. Is healing energy will be offered here today. It's offered here every day. That we connect. But there will be an abundance of healing energy that you will feel emitted here today. I just had to briefly pause because I received a angel number and I have a message to share. Angel wisdom is encouraging you to connect to the information that is coming to you through your dreams and visions. Powerful messages are being revealed that will support the manifestation of your intentions. So that's confirmation for someone, because this is my lifestyle. I don't ignore messages, and I know they serve a purpose. But whoever you are that find yourself dreaming more often than usual, even if you don't understand the dream, write it down. And even if it's a vision, write it down. Get into the habit of going to the internet and Googling symbolism of what you saw in the dream in order for you to intersect it. Being guided to share something about angel numbers. One of my strengths is knowing that variety serves purpose. You see, we live in an age where people are on a mission to figure you out. And one of the ways to stay ahead of the game is to be spontaneous. And I am encouraging you to consult your angel teams, your spirit teams, whatever you identify them as, and receive guidance in regards to what books you should be investing in, because you should not just be relying on one book. or one site on the internet. One of the reasons why is because what one number means in one book may have similarities in another book, but also carries other important, valid information. And so those that are trying to figure you out for the purpose of attacking you continuously due to idle time and insanity, they will have to figure more out. Which book were you using to discover the message? What site did you go on? And there are so many other things I can list to be proactive when it comes to protection. But the key word is spontaneity. Keep it flexible. Let God guide your steps. If you can avoid a schedule, thumbs up. Right? Don't overly disclose your protective measures or your areas of study or your motivational tools. I would have loved, because I am a giver, right? I would have loved to share everything I get into that influences me in totality. However, due to reality, I have to move cautiously, and so should you. So, yes, we love our neighbors. However, we guide them to do for self. This is what is more of a favorable outcome, because you do not have them in an energy of being dependent on you. In fact, you, in the role of a teacher, is teaching them how to be a leader and a teacher as well. Those that think that I only want to train others or share with others or enlighten others in the capacity of having them to develop into a student are not expanding territories, because they want to keep you small. So they want to give you just a little amount. So you need to come back. You need to pay me. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this sacrifice. You need to let me manipulate you, your life, your money, your friends, your spouse. Detach. From all people, places, things, energies, even yourself, if you find it toxic. Repel energies that are manipulative. In my delivery, I offer it abundantly because I want you to inherit what I stand for, which is freedom. I don't need you kneeling before me. Can you tell me what's next? How high should I jump? Are you the only one that can help me? I am not in the mindset of pioneering a community that is dependent on me. You need to be dependent on God, because He is your God. In fact, that's who I depend on. And allow Him to manifest Godfidence in your life. You've experienced this hamster wheel cycle for long enough. When you've had leaders and guides and quote unquote teachers who told you step A, step B, step C, step D, step E, one by one. Meanwhile, they could have gave you step A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, continue to Z. But no, they give you up to step B so you could need them. You could come back to them. Then they give you step C or CA, CB. Come back and see me so I could give you CC. You follow my drift. But we need to think bigger. You see, we don't only have to do the work, the children have to do the work. So we need to get to work to have the knowledge to pass it down. So regardless if you love a teacher, if you love a podcast, if you love whatever you love, I'm going to tell you what I always used to share with those that attended my support groups that I facilitated. That is, always have a big support system. And I'm not speaking of the toxic sense or the toxic kind. I'm speaking of those that can bring you to God. Those that can help you attract peace. Thank you, God, for your healing energy. Thank you for working on me. Thank you for exuding love through me abundantly. Thank you for awakening me to the fact that your touches are gentle and not intrusive. Thank you for the spirit of discernment. Some of you are new to this journey and are just beginning to experience sensations. And I see many in front of their computers researching. What does it mean to hear a frequency in the right ear? What does it mean to hear it in the left ear? What does it mean to feel a touch of feathers? What does it mean to feel a pin or needle? What does it mean when you feel a change of temperature drastically presented, cold as ice or hot as a sauna? You're in a stage of discovery. But I'm being led to tell you, also consult with God. Every time. Regardless of the information that you receive. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out because I love you. I'm going to help you out. All right? Now, there are different theories. And then there are different experiences. And then there are those in the light. And then there are those in the dark. Right? So everyone has the right to contribute in the dialogue of personal experience. But regardless of what you've heard, if you feel a touch or you feel a sensation or you hear a frequency, even a channeled song, always consult God. Is that from you? Is that from the enemy? I go as far as blocking. I'm sorry. I really was trying to keep that inside, but because I find some humor to this, but I go as far as blocking all messages that are not in alignment with God. I don't need any messages of confusion, of trickster energy, of projection. Keep that to yourself. I block it. And you have the power to block it. I don't need to know. Oh, I realized I made a mistake. I should have never done this. Block. As above, so below. Block. I get to you when I'm ready to. If I ever do. Because it's my freedom to accept or deny. Period. It's so easy to have your phone on vibrate or your phone on silence. It's so easy to delete a message from text or a voicemail. What's even easier in the recognition of your power and the remembering of your identity is being able to see the truth in everything. So even when you come in the energy of fabrication, I see you. I know you. I understand you on game. I want you to get to the point where you can no longer be played. Because that is what will put you in a new cycle rather than remaining in that hamster wheel cycle of going in circles over and over, exercising over and over and over and over and over and over and going nowhere. This is what many institutions in claims of being the backbone of the community have been doing for generations. And this is why the curses continue. Because we refuse to We refuse to evolve. But there's a reason why Revolve was trying to come in. I find humor in this because Revolve means a repetition from different angles. Moving in a circle on a central axis. Very in line with today's title. Hamster wheel cycle. And I was saying we need to evolve. But then Revolve interjected. So those with the mindsets that led us to nowhere don't want change. They want you to remain on that hamster wheel. And this is why you can't trust just because of familiarity. It's time that we awaken ourselves to the fact that what we once thought was true needs to be reviewed. Because if there is no change, then how does growth come to you? Oh, that's what the ancestors said. That's what my great-great-grandmother did. That's what they did when you remember we read that book, remember? So in that century, that's how the spell work was done. That's how. Exactly. And those who appear in power remain in power. I rebuke all curses of ignorance. I rebuke all curses of illiteracy. I rebuke all curses of left behind, maimed on those that align themselves to the Lord. To God. To the Waymaker. Confirmation to the Waymaker. I rebuke it. And we agree together that it's time for change. Change comes about when we do something different to obtain something better. I just received a message for the collective. The changes that you are considering are of the light. Divine intervention is ready to assist as you welcome them. Thank you, God, for inspiring us for change. Thank you for enlightening us that when we need change, we need to change. Sometimes it's our connections we need to change. Sometimes it's the places that we go we need to change. Confirmation. Sometimes it's the things we do that we need to change. Sometimes it's the energies we entertain that we need to change. Sometimes it's part of us. That we need to release to you and invite change. God, I invite change. I welcome you arms wide open. There's a message I just received, which is your intuition and your spiritual growth requires endurance. So you need to be in that mindset. You attract endurance by manifesting balance into your life. Because if you're off balance, you lose your strength. Be vigilant when it comes to balance. There's a time to pray. There's a time to play. There's a time to laugh. There's a time to cry. There's a time to dance, sing, exercise, swim, etc. There's a time for everything. Balance is the fruit of the universe. This is why some of you, as I shared earlier, experienced your season of being on the hamster wheel, where you were being blocked from progress in all areas of your life. But balance has come. There's a time to be a student, but there's also a time to be a teacher. Now, due to the increase of knowledge that you are receiving, you are being awakened to adjacent possibilities in purity. Because many of you were being led astray to be in the mindset that the only way you can achieve progress is through the dark, when that was a lie from the pit of hell. And so now we are awakened to the incubus and succubus and Jezebel and Judas spirits that are among us that are no good for us. It wasn't in vain. Those of you that felt played because you were lied to, you were led the wrong way. And now you may even feel shame. But the good part is, today you are aware. The good part is, today you have been able to identify gifts that you never knew you had. Today you have access to your own downloads. Today, you know how to protect yourself from people, places, things, energies, and even self-sabotage. Today, your priorities are different. Grace, grace upon grace. What do you need to release? It's time to open up. Say what you need to say. I'm hearing say it in your strength. Why? Because releasing what God is leading you to release heals not only your throat chakra, but your sense of balance. Because when you just focus on certain systems regarding your chakras rather than everything included, you cannot avoid an imbalance. That's never for your best interest. Establish structure. Set boundaries daily. That's key. That means if you have set boundaries, detaching yourself, cutting the cords, breaking the chains, and so forth, set them daily. Affirmations. I am free because I demand to be free. And I stand with no fear. And claim it for me. As above, so below. And manifest it. What do you desire right now? Pause. Know that after God, you are in charge of your own destiny. I said after God. I didn't say after your false teachers. I said after God. Stop allowing people to play you for a joker. Lying to you. I can give you this. I can do this. I can do that. Did you fact check that? Because many are ready to do background checks on people that have never even crossed paths with them. Just because they can't mind their business. Meanwhile, when there is a time of urgency for you to fact check, you neglect that. You allow yourself to hear what you want to hear. She said it, I believe. He said it, I believe. But what about what God said? Oh, yeah. There is a God. Confirmation. Y'all heard it. The thinking woman. Think positive thoughts that can assist you in your seasons of transformation. Submerge yourself in love in every sense of the word. I'm hearing the purest love. That has nothing to do with lust. Unconditional love. Love yourself. Include yourself. You see, when you love yourself, you love God. Because God loves you. And He wants you to love you too. You practice loving yourself by practicing self-love. Nurturing yourself. Mind, body, and spirit. Healing. The essence of you. But some of you have been neglecting that. That's why you are in the energy of Ten of Swords. Death or ending. Situation or relationship. Now that Ten of Swords is associated with the Six of Swords. A resolution. A transition. It's time for you to do some self-reflection rather than consulting another regarding everyone else's fortune. Disregarding why you are here. You are on a journey. On this journey, you go to school. You take classes to learn lessons. There are upcoming tests. You need to review to see the bigger picture, so you can be prepared for your exams. What are your priorities? Where's your discipline? Are you doing the work? Are you listening? Are you reciting? Are you studying? Are you teachable? Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions Ask the angels to help you gain positive perspectives. You'd be surprised where you can get your thrills. Confirmation. There are things you've never seen before, experiences you've never had before, encounters you've never made before, knowledge you've never been able to access before. Oh yeah, it comes with thrills. Realms. And much more. Some of you have an attachment to a mask. You want to be something that you're not. Now, what I find interesting about this mask, it's a white mask, so symbolizing some form of purity. And then you're in a dark room. There's an attachment. There's also a change that needs to be made. You have a mask in one hand and you have a chain on the other wrist. What are you chained to? It's stemming from darkness. There's something that you are chained to that's stemming from darkness. I'm getting the energy that some of you feel like you're fading away. And this mask makes you, or gives you the impression that you're real. Something in association to Pinocchio. Like you want to be a real boy or a real girl. So you're just holding on to this mask. And interestingly enough, she's chained to what appears to be wood. And I said Pinocchio. Now, wood has different symbolic meanings depending on the culture. But it can represent nature, stability. Life, fertility, renewal. But the fact that you're chained to it, well, the fact that the lady is chained to it, and some of you are chained to it because that's what was released at first. The chain is not regarded in a positive sense because, first of all, you're in a dark room. Okay, the message I'm receiving is you need to free yourself. So you no longer have to wear this mask. That's it. That is the change required. You need to free yourself so you no longer have to wear this mask. You need to heal yourself so you can repel this energy of fading away. Surrender to the divine. Ace of Pentacles. This is telling me that some of you were cursed. You were surrounded by darkness. They put you in a box. In a dark room. They chained you because you were stability. You were fertility. You carried value. This is why they chained you. But when you recognize the lower vibrational attachments by detaching yourself from people, places, things, energies, and parts of you and me that need to be released to the angels and transmuted for better things, you ascended because you surrendered to the divine. And in reward, you received Ace of Pentacles. Divine wish being granted. Action. The mastery of skill, trade, or work. See, the mastery of self brings you in the direction of Ace of Pentacles. You conquered your fear. Quite honestly, some of you have a fear of angels. I want you to know that they know. And no one's trying to scare you. Just take life one day at a time. Just do the next right thing. They will strengthen you to conquer your fears when you invite them into the situation. You can start today, just with the invitation and the request of healing. They will guide you with the discipline and share the messages needed to have you on your way to brighter days. They will also awaken you to your gifts that involve helping others. They'll assist you in your alignment in regards to your divine purpose, so that you're no longer idle. It's time to love yourself, to walk away from energies that no longer serve you. You are the light. You attract the light. And the light attracts you. You're very close to achieving your goals. Give gratitude for elevation, for the wheel of fortune. And then here comes those that chose, because we always have a choice, to repeat the cycle. They are experiencing the Five of Swords, loss. It was a choice. It was your selection. But the good news is, as you say goodbye and detach yourself from energies that no longer serve you, you make room for a new dawn. Welcome back to wellness. Your guardian angels surround you. Confirmation. Confirmation. Archangel Michael is making himself available when it comes to giving you the courage to make the life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. There's an energy of anticipation that's in the air. Caring connections. Arrive after aligning yourself with discipline Not the connections you thought you wanted, but the connections God knew you needed. Confirmation. See, a lot of us think we know, but God really knows. Appearance can mess you up. Those who know, know. Ask God to help you see with His eyes. Emotions are running high. Regarding a high priestess. Who is in her power, who is balanced. Who knows secrets some left untold. Who is being recognized as innocent. Faithful to her faith. Funny how I said that. Faithful to her faith. Devoted to her faith. Optimistic and adventurous. Again, some of you need repetition. Because again, the message is detach. From energies that are not in alignment with your highest good, including drama. If it's not your business, leave it to them and their mama. Focus on your priorities. Look up. The sun is shining. You are being seen. And loved. The angel of peace is bringing new tranquility for a smoother road ahead. That decision to attract peace is genius. Because that is what enables you to be and stand in your highest vibration. Be open to your downloads. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse again. All right? To remove toxic attacks, toxic energy, stagnation, and so forth, in order for you to receive filtered and clear messages. Filtered. If God doesn't put a stamp on it, I don't need it. Filtered. Confirmation. Expect powerful change. Improvements. Oh, peace is already here. Balance. Moderation. Divine intervention. Flee from codependency. You don't want to be locked into that. One of you will be drained and the other will revive. Choose wisely. Be cautious with your key to freedom. Keep charging ahead. And don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. If God said it, it's already yours. No ups and downs about it. If God said it, it's already yours. Don't take no for an answer. No negotiation when it comes to God's word. What God has for you is for you. Period. Cherish. It's important to cherish what God has for you. Isn't that interesting? When you don't cherish what God has for you, you get in your own way. Pay attention to the signs. Journey. Journey. A time to give rather than take. Some of you, natural givers, have been speaking the tongue of the love language of giving for a very long time. But there is a reason why I connected love and language together. Love and language. Love language, but I said lang. So what I uncovered is that lang has more than one meaning, but in the Scottish sense, it means long. In the Gaelic sense, it means a past time. Something from the past. It's been a while. And I was speaking of love languages. Prior to that, a time to give rather than take. So that's telling me that for a long time, you givers have been giving. But you had to disconnect due to treacherous behaviors. So you were doing it for a long time, allowing others to be codependent on you. Receiving no merit. And today is a new day. And the past is left behind. Wow, Page of Swords, reflecting back over your shoulder. Spying or deception. So even in your energy of love, you were being betrayed. You were experiencing deception. And that's been going on for a very long time. Justice. Evolution. So you evolved. And what they once knew about you is long past. So all the spying, all the deception came to no avail. Today you're in the awareness to keep silent. And although a lot of you have always been private, you also know there is a need to be very aware of who you associate yourself with. And as God guides you, be open to giving and receiving love. God guides His people because we seek His guidance, not demonic energies. That's why we attract delight. Thinking man. Thoughts of balance, spirituality, and practicality. Wow, she really was a star. She brought balance into my life. She awakened me to things I overlooked spiritually. She was practical. Twinkle, twinkle. Progress. Dimensional gateway. Your desired outcome will occur. Have faith. And given the fact that the last card is embrace, I'll end this with embrace faith. Okay? Embrace faith. Listen. Connecting with you was an offering of love. But also know that God loves me for it. So I enjoyed this time, and I'm feeling content. God is great. And He never lied. Because at the beginning of today's episode, there was a mention that healing would be very evident in today's episode, and I felt an increase in healing. I know that God is here. Love. Still lives here. Peace.